All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. This is the one we've been waiting for. It's been nothing but jam-packed Grantsburg sports action here since Thursday night. Obviously, those of you that are just tuning in, we appreciate it. Those of you that will be coming in later, we will keep you up to speed on what's happening. As last Thursday, just a few days ago, we watched the Grantsburg Pirate volleyball team take down a very talented Bloomer Blackhawk squad, and they did it in great fashion, 3-0, which has led them to Eau Claire North here tonight on a Saturday night versus your defending state champions, the Barron Bears. And Barron is looking just as good this year as they did last year, so it should be an absolute great matchup here between these two squads. And then also we'll give a quick plug, obviously in between Thursday to tonight we had the Grantsburg football team who miraculously come back with an exciting victory last night against Durand. So if you're a sports fan of any kind, and especially in Grantsburg, you've had a real good taste here the last 2 weeks. And like I said, Barron, they've been rolling through most of the season, winning the conference. That's 4 years in a row. And right out from our front of the camera will be Grantsburg fans to our left, and it'll be Barron fans to our right. And yes, the band is back together here. I am Jeremy Burton along with Bob Rombach and Nick Rombach. And folks, I can't tell you enough how appreciative of Bob Rombach. I mean, it's not easy to go on the road with the equipment. And I know it's hard to believe, but the internet down here has been an issue. So right when I got here, I saw Bob walk in early. And as soon as I walked up the bleachers here, we're at the top of the bleachers, so we're going to have people around us. And Bob is doing all he can. So those of you that watch these games at home, we appreciate you tuning in. But you don't know the behind the scenes that Bob Rombach has to go through. And so we're up and running. Like I said, it's going to be loud. It's going to be crazy here in Eau Claire tonight as your Grantsburg squad will take on the Barron Bears. And Grantsburg has been rolling good here late. You know, the teams they've played, they had that first round bye. I thought we were going to get some extras, and that's nothing against Grantsburg, but they've been able to come into the playoffs exactly what you want, like I mentioned before, you know, on the top end of their game. And it definitely started when they won that Cumberland matchup or Cumberland tournament here right before playoffs, and the girls have been playing excellent volleyball. And a lot of it has to do with the good athleticism up front, but also the digs in the back. And we're going to need them from Grantsburg here tonight because the Barron Bears definitely have a few solid hitters up front. Just to name a few to keep an eye on is Alexis Halverson. She'll be wearing the number 9. You know, she's a junior. And then we have Izzy Donica. And then we also have a freshman as Addie Cruz. And then also Bailey Shatley. And those are the girls that just in warm-ups here and the games we had watched before. Like I said, we watched Barron play Spooner in Spooner, and like I said, solid up front, you know, and that's what makes the Barron so good is you're not dependent on one hitter. But now swing it over to Grantsburg side, and obviously, you know, we got Ruby Ringo up front, and I think the last 2 games might have been her best volleyball we've seen as far as being able to adjust on the fly when need be. And last game, Piper Olsen, she might have put down some of the best hits we've seen out of her career here. And also we got Sayla Przinski coming in off the outside, and obviously Nora Bielen. So Grantsburg, no slouch of their own, especially Presley Olsen, who's definitely dialed in here this season. So should be a good matchup. I think we're going to have to see it up at the net, in my opinion, between these two squads. You know, who's going to bring the block party? And will the talent of Ringo and Olsen, you know, get up there in Henderson, you know, high wall Henderson? They're going to have to really bring their blocking party here tonight against these Bears. But anything could happen. This is the game that once whoever wins this will punch the ticket to go to state. So it's going to be an exciting matchup. As you can see, the fans are across the way from us, and it looks like Grantsburg's going high vis here tonight. And it looks like the Barron Bears are, well, some of them are in their jammies, so maybe they're going with a jammy theme, as the adults are on our side. So the ever so talented in-your-face game will have to come to a lot of who's across from us, and, you know, talking to a lot of the parents here tonight, they're actually excited, Bob, that the back of their heads will be to us, right? So, they don't want to, because I just talked to Mike Thorson. Obviously, he had a couple daughters. Yeah, Mike Thorson right out here down in front, as he had Heather and his daughter Heather and Callie Thorson go through it. And actually, Callie Thorson's going old school here. But yeah, talking with Mike earlier, he said, yeah, we're live, Mike. We're live, baby. We're live. You're on here right now, Mike. And after talking with Mike Thorson there, obviously he's been through this before. Oh, yeah. Welcome to the gun show, Mike. Welcome to the gun show, absolutely. But he told me, he goes, I haven't heard you, but I was told you better not be picking your nose. And I said, well, that's not me and Bob. That's a quick draw of the best cameraman in the northern state of Wisconsin, and Nick Rombach, and we're glad he's here tonight. And things are getting electrifying. I'll be honest with you. Coming into this game, right, kind of calm, cool, collective, but once you walk into the gym, the goosebumps just hit you. Right, as like we mentioned, the Grantsburg squad has been playing well. I know the last time they went to the big dance was in 2018, Regions in 2020, but guess what, 2025. Sarah Sundquist, Sonny Sundquist is on the camera. Yeah, it was Sundquist in the 99, but we'll go Sarah Moore, obviously the mother of Kaylee Moore. Yeah, you're going back to the old roots here, Bob, the 99 days, but yes, that is Sarah Moore. Like I said, a lot of fans. What's nice about this is we've seen a lot of fans coming from, out of town, right? It's not just Grantsburg Barron. We've seen Frederick show up here. We've seen Webster show up here. Spooner's here, and I'm sure there's a lot coming for Barron as well. Barron's got a packed house here. We even got Mr. E, the elementary Phi Ed teacher, who is from Barron, cheering for the Barron squad here tonight. So it just kind of goes all over the place here, as Nick will have the camera on the student body of Grantsburg. Yeah, as a student body looks jacked up here tonight, don't they? Yeah, Alex Rombach always bringing his A game. If he goes out on the gym floor and does the worm tonight, he's unstoppable. So yeah, those of you that are tuned in or just tuning in, we appreciate it. Like I said, this is the game to go to the big show, and Barron is no stranger at this. Let's recap last year. Grantsburg lost to Barron in the playoff matchup in their first round. We were in Barron, and Barron took them 4-1. Yes, Bob's got the bracket up here. I was talking about how last year these two teams met in Barron, and Barron was victorious. Obviously, they won state, and here we are now in the sectional finale. As you see, Bob's got it pulled up here, and this, like I mentioned, will be the game to punch your ticket. So Grantsburg, they just got to keep doing what they've been doing. Don't get caught up in the hype here. I mean, Barron, they're no stranger to this, right? They just went through this before, 4-year regional championship, and obviously Grantsburg co-champions this year with Webster, but they just need to play their style of ball. And I mentioned at the beginning of the season, this is what makes this Grantsburg squad, to me, definitely different from maybe last year, is they're gritty, they're scrappy. We've seen it against Bloomer. The one set there, they just put their one arm behind their back and went to town with one armsies, and we've seen great play out of Megan Harmon, just keeping the ball alive. As a student body's waving over here, absolutely. It's going to get wild and exciting here in the gym of Eau Claire North for sure. I stopped at that Bloomer Quick Trip, which is a Quick Trip we stop a lot. They're totally reconstruction. I was going to get a breakfast sandwich, great breakfast sandwich. Oh, no hot food, no chicken, no bread. I know. So I'm just telling, if you're going to, don't stop there. They're under construction, right? Nope, we're not talking about it now. As we will get ready for the national anthem, and then we will do the starting lineups.
For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of
Nice job, folks.
If you heard it right there, the national anthem sang by Barron's Country Gals there. And it was, yeah, like Bob said, you heard that little harmonica at the beginning. It was beautiful. As we are still standing here because it's about to get wild here as we're going to announce the starting lineup here for both squads, and we will get this sectional finale underway here. Like we mentioned before, it's going to get loud as we are surrounded by Barron and Grantsburg fans, and rightfully so, because we will see the outcome of this game here. We'll be packing their bags and traveling. And that is something that Grantsburg has not done since 2018. And we mentioned before, just keep your wits about you, Grantsburg. Keep playing like how you have been. They've been kind of steamrolling, nothing against some other teams. But they've been kind of winning in great Grantsburg fashion here against the squads they've played, starting with Amory and then off to Elk Mound and then Bloomer. And now they are here against a very, very talented Barron Bears team. So we're getting a few things adjusted here as both squads are lined up to go.
All right, good evening, sports fans. Welcome to the Doghouse.
And as you can hear, yeah, it is the Doghouse because it is the home of the Huskies. Yeah, and you hear both sides cheering for. And we will start out with Grantsburg as we got number 4, Sayla Perzinski. We have number 7, Megan Harmon. And then we have number 9, Piper Olson. And then we have Ruby Ringo, number 13. Number 22, Lee Henderson. And number 28, Nora Bielen. And number 11, the libero, Eden Berkman. And now we will have the starting lineup for your Barron Bears. And that'll be number 1, Bailey Shatley. Number 5, Ellie Edwards. Number 7, Izzy Donica. The senior number 8, Lillian Harmon. And number 9, junior Alexis Halverson. And a freshman, number 16, Addie Cruzy. And the libero tonight is number 2, Abby Miller. So like I said, Barron does not have many seniors on there as far as what's starting here, but on the senior squad you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seniors, and on the Grantsburg side I believe they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So whistle is blown and we will get underway. And Bob, I'm still trying to determine if I'm standing or sitting right now. It's just going to get wild here. Yeah, here we go. Pirates as
That was Emma Sagal.
Emma Sagal, yeah. Yeah, keep the comments coming in. Like I said, I'm next to Bob. It's a little bit different. Bob's to my right and Nick's to his right. We got the table in front of us along with the fans. And like I said, we're going to see some great volleyball action here tonight. We got 2 great teams in the region here going at it. These 2 squads are not that far apart as far as their travel. You know, obviously Grantsburg and Barron are up in that northwest region, and we'll see how it goes here. Barron looking to head back to the dance. Grantsburg, anchored down by the senior squad, looking to make an appearance, which has been since 2018.
Addison.
Oh, missed. Skull Pirate. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that, but we're going to let it go because we're here tonight. As Barron will start out with the ball as it sends it over. Yeah, it did not sound well, and people are looking as Henderson sends one over. Now here comes the Bears coming on the. Oh, and it rides out of bounds as Halverson does a tightrope walk on the net, but it goes out of bounds. And we will see Shatley come out of the game, and number 14, Peyton Davis, coming in. And we will have Lily Henderson back to serve it here for Grantsburg. Henderson sending one over. Now bumped up. Oh, a little trickery. Right out of the gate there, the Bears going a 2-hander over. Catching that donut hole there on the Grantsburg side. To give the ball back to the Bears as it'll be Abby Miller at the serving station. Miller sends a good one over. And Perzinski's going OB with it. As Miller will get herself an ace. So the ball that did go up into the crowds. Now back into the hands of Miller. Like I said, we're just started the game here. We're in set one. Miller sending a good one over. Przinski bumping up to net. Now Harmon coming right over to Olsen. Olsen shucks one over. Now Miller, Barron has to hunt it down. Now Halverson just bumps one over. Ringo now going to Harmon. Harmon to Ringo. And Ringo putting one down. And that's what the Pirates are going to need. Like I said, it's going to be, as we see the replay here, yeah, if Ringo can keep it in the box at Rocks, and like I said, it's going to be a battle at the net on both sides as Przinski sends one over. Good dig out there by the Bears. Now here comes Halverson on the near side. Przinski bumping it to Harmon. Now Harmon going top side to Bjelland. Bjelland putting one down, but that's a good dig there by Miller. Now here come the Bears, firing one over, but Bjelland's right there. Now Olsen has to readjust, hit it over. Miller now hitting it, and here come the Bears in the middle. No, Bjelland's right there again. Now a little shove by Harmon. Now here comes a set there by Harmon, and Berkman's got to go get it, not able to get it as Halverson's able to knock it down. I mentioned keep an eye on Halverson. She's a strong southpaw hitter, and right now she's anchored here on the near side as the set's coming new from the Bears is from Lillian Harmon, and we will have number 3, Alexandra Gillek, into serve it here. Gillek sending a good one over there. Przinski up. Bjelland's got to get it. We got to hit it over here. Berkman does, a one-hander. The Bears are going to get one to work with here. Oh, and Harmon going with the throw over. That's 2 times now Harmon's been able to just do a little trickery. And that's one of the styles from the Bears with talking with their coach and staff, is they have such strong hitters up front that Harmon's able to get away with quite a bit of that throughout this season. As there comes a serve over, and that is out. So Grantsburg not biting on that there. As Gillek, I mean, that was low and giving her there, but it went out of bounds, as we will see Kaylee Moore get the ball here for the Pirates as Presley Olsen is in. Like I said, nothing new with the Pirate squad here, right? Nothing new. Moore sending one over. Gillek now up to Harmon. Harmon now coming down the top side to Halverson, and Halverson, who was on the near side, now going back and forth there, and she's able to pound one down here on the top side. Kind of limping a little bit there, but I think she's okay. Maybe just getting up and getting a good hit. She will be back to serve it here as she gets the call from head coach Brooke Halverson as she sends it over. Berkman. Now Moore, she's going to come right on the near side to Ringo. Ringo, good dig out there by Miller. Now Harmon coming right over there to Shatley, and now, oh! Knock, knock, who wants the ball? Apparently nobody that time on the Grantsburg side. And that's something that we have not seen Grantsburg do here in the playoffs. Usually, like we talked about, their gritty play. As Halverson sends one over. Przinski now to Moore. Moore, she's going backside to Ringo, and Ringo, yeah, Ringo going down the net on our side. Like I said, I mentioned it here during the warm-ups and as the game got going, the battle will be at the net for sure. Halverson over Przinski. Moore has to hunt it down. Now going to give it to Olsen on the outside. And here come the Bears as they got a little bit out of sorts as Shatley hits it over. Now here comes, and that set was not there. I think that set was going to be Ellen, and it was not there. And Coach Johnson, Deb Allman Johnson, taking a timeout as we sit 8-3, and we will take a quick break ourselves.
Whether you're soaking in a warm summer evening, relaxing at home with a family, or putting in a hard day's work, no matter how you internet, Grantsburg Telecom has you covered. Grantsburg Telecom is proud to deliver the area's fastest Wi-Fi ever offered, meaning whether you work from home or manage a local business with cloud-based systems and real-time data, you can relax knowing that our secure, reliable fiber-first network will be there for you. Visit grantsburgtelecom.net/fiber to learn more today.
All right, coming out of that commercial break here, like I said, the Pirates calling a timeout. Obviously, the Pirates coached by Deb Allman Johnson, and the Bears coached by Brooke Halverson. And like I said, Brooke has been with the squad here for a while, going to state. As we got ourselves a young Barron fans with the pom-poms over there for sure. But yeah, Pirates down 8-3 here right now. We've seen a couple mistakes that not used to seeing the Pirates have here in the playoffs. Like I said, definitely nerves set in on both squads here, but Barron with the upper hand, being here before as Halverson sends one over. Berkman popping it up. Brzezinski now bumping it up to Olsen. Barron's going to get one to work with here as Harmon now going into the freshman Cruzy, but Berkman able to pop one out. Olsen hit one over. Cruzy now going to Harmon. Now coming over to Shatley, and that is out. As Bailey Shatley gave it a ride, but it went out of bounds, and Grantsburg will get the ball back here. And we will see it in the hands of Ruby Ringo. Ruby's been going to the left with it. She goes straight on that time. Good job. Now here comes Harmon trying to get him on that two-hander, but Kaylee Moore was right there. Now Harmon coming in on the near side to Shatley, and Shatley is dug out there by Brzezinski. Moore going into the bleachers, or into the coaching staff there. Now here comes Cruzy. Cruzy able to dominate it through, but that's what we're going to need to have Grantsburg do, is they got to go after everything here. As you see the freshman Cruzy putting one down, and Barron will get the ball back as it looks like number 6, Mia Hunt, will be in to serve it here for the Bears. All right, folks, hey, sorry, we had a delay there. The computer had glitched on us there. Bob had to restart it. We talked about the struggles of trying to keep this going at the beginning here as Grantsburg is down 9-12. As Brzezinski with a good swing, and as Miller bumps it up, and here's Halverson is blocked at the net there by Henderson and Olsen. Like I said, we had to reboot the computer here. Bob's doing all he can, and he's doing a tremendous job here, so we apologize for going out on it. But Grantsburg's able to make their way, only down by 2, but they're having a good play at the net as Miller hits it here. Now here comes Halverson, now going to Harmon. Harmon now going right in the middle of Ringo. Ringo swatting it down, and Halverson able to hit one back, and the Bears get it over, and here comes, and a block at the net. We talked about the battle at the net there as the Bears were able to block Ringo that time. And the Bears will get the ball back as they are in the lead 13-10. As you see the replay right there. And it will be Miller to send one over, and she does. Berkman, good pass up to Harmon. Harmon now going to Ringo, and Ringo putting one over, but the Bears able to get it. Now here comes Halverson. She has to just tip it over. The Pirates are going to get one here as Olsen fires one over. The Bears, now here comes Harmon. Harmon gets it over. Harmon to Harmon, and no one is there. I mean, we have to make a move on it. That's what we have not seen Grantsburg do here in the playoffs, like we mentioned before. As we hear the 14, or see the 14-10 as the Barron squad doing their chant there. And Miller now sends one over. Brzezinski bumping it up as Harmon going right back to Brzezinski. She has to just throw it over. Now here comes Harmon and gives it to Cruzy. Now Berkman, who kind of flat-tired at Harmon with a good one-hander. Ringo's got to get it over. Now the Bears are going to get one as Cruzy puts one over and down in front of Grantsburg's side. And Miller will keep it going as the Bears extended their lead by 5 here. Oh, and the Bears are chanting, "Who's your daddy?" as Berkman's got to get it over. She does. Like I said, the Bears are going to get one to work with here. Here comes Harmon. Coming right over to Halverson, but Nora Bielen with the dig. That was a good hit there by Halverson, and now Berkman's right there. Now here comes Harmon, going to go right over to Olsen, and Olsen able to find the corner right there. I talked about Piper Olsen in the last match there. She might have been just picking up her A game a little bit here, but how about Nora Bielen? Strong hit from Halverson, but dig. We talked about the back row here of the Pirates this season as Brzezinski hits one over. A little bit of tangled up mess there for the Pirates, and the Barron tried to go on the top side. Bielen's got to, hit one over. Now here comes Harmon. Harmon going right in the middle to Cruzy, and there's Harmon with the one-hander. Now Olsen's going to set up Bielen on the outside. Bielen with the swat. Oh, and that is out. Are we getting the tip? Did we get the tip? No tip. Did we bring the tip meter? No, we didn't. That's all right. No tip was called. Bob's got too much stuff to bring. We got to leave some things at home. The tip meter was 1. And we will have Gillette back to serve it here for the Bears. 16-11, Bears up top in set 1. Sorry we had the reboot glitch here. Brzezinski, and that's twice now she's gone to the bench here with her hits. Like I said, that's not used to seeing that. Coach Johnson will take a timeout as the Bears sitting with a 17-11 lead, and we will take a quick break ourselves. Hand on his shoulder. We got to give Simon this shoulder tap. You notice how he's not giving you one? He didn't give you that shoulder tap of comfort. No. Yeah, folks, we're coming out of the timeout. And like I said, cannot stress enough what Bob's got to do here on the road. So once again, we apologize as we get the Grantsburg fans on their feet here as they are down by 6 here in the first set. As it is neon night here for the Grantsburg squad of the cheering section. And it will still be Gillette back to serve it here for the Bears. Gillette has her whistle. Ball over. Przinski up to Kwolek. Kwolek now going to Ringo. Ringo met at the net there, and no, that's going to be called on a 4 hit. The Bears did not touch it as Ruby powered it onto the net. 18-11 now, as you can see on the score, as Gillette already has her whistle going through her routine. And that is long going over to the Husky format there, and the Pirates will get it back where Kaylee Moore and Presley Olsen will come in. So Moore will get back to serve it in on the station here. Moore has her whistle, and she sends one over. Miller. Now Harmon going topside to Halverson. Halverson floats one over. Bielen's right there going the wrong way with it, but Moore goes and gets it. Now here comes Olsen, and she puts one in there. And that's the one thing that the Pirates are doing in this first set here, right? We saw a couple serves go into the net when we were on the reboot there, and then we've seen some going with along, and then we're hitting it in the net there. So, you know, against this Baird squad who is talented, we can't just give them points, as here comes Halverson. She fires one over. Berkman. Now Moore, who's she going to go with? She's coming near side to Ringo. Ringo floats one over, and Miller not able to slide and pop one up. You see her go for it there, but kind of glitched herself there on the floor, as you'll see it on the replay here. She had good angle to it, but it's almost, yeah, she let up there at the last second. And it will be Ruby Ringo sending one over here as Halverson going backside with it. Gillette now popping it up to Cruz. Cruz gets one over. Now the Pirates are going to get to work with one here. And here comes Henderson floating over, but Cruz is right there, and they're going to call that a lift. This is not the 4th of July picnic where we can play yard volleyball. But like I said, Cruz, he was a good player, freshman. Tried to get it there. And why wouldn't you, right? The ball's coming near you. You want to get it, but they got called on the lift. And here comes Ringo sending one over. Now here comes Harmon going right back to Cruz. And here's Przinski. And Henderson just hits it over. Oh, and get up and get some is Harmon, the setter. She pulled out a little southpaw magic of her own. And she's finding that back corner right there, making it 20-14. Bears in the first set. And we will see number 6, Mia Hunt, come in once again to serve. And she sends one over. Berkman popping it up to Moore. Now Moore going in on near side to Olsen. Olsen with the swat. Gillette able to get it. Harmon hunting it down, and here comes Halverson mid-range. Oh my goodness! Know where the boundary is. As you see Przinski and Berkman look deeply into each other's eyes, and that is not a no-go there. And we see Przinski, that's the 3rd time. Right now, she went to Shankopotamus once again. That is uncharacteristic of Przinski to be doing that, as we sit 22-14. And oh, that one's going deep there by Hunt. Yeah, Hunt, yeah. Oh, Bob, I like that. Yeah, that one's going to need a passport. I just said Hunt was going hunting. That's what I was going to say. Oh, and we're, as people encroach the table, as we got Iron Mike Thorson getting close to us here, as Yellen sends one over. Gillette now up to Harmon. Harmon giving it to number 7, Donica. Now, oh, Kaylee Moore. We've done that before, but Gillette able to get it, and Miller hits one over. Now here comes Moore giving it to Olsen. Olsen able to get it on the tip, and the Pirates will get that one back. We were tipped at the net there, but the Bears not able to get it over, and Bielen will keep on the serving station. Bielen sending one. Halverson, and there's met at the net, and that matchup will belong to Harmon on that round as she does a little shimmy back to the serving station, as we've seen Lily Henderson fight them at the net all season, and she's usually 94.7% successful. But Harmon able to take that one, and she will be back to serve where she sends a rocket over, and Henderson popping it up. Moore's got to get all of her steps in, and Olson able to get it off of Harmon. Now we got to get it over. Shatley does. Bielen, Bielen went for it there. Now here comes Olson mid-range, and she's blocked at the net there by number 7, Izzy Donica. And you will see that again here. We talked about Donica being one of the strong up front, and I think Shatley was with her, as the Bears are sitting on set point here right now as Harmon sends one over. Moore, good back set to Przinski. Przinski able to power it down, but Miller able to get it. Shatley bumps one over. The Pirates are going to get one to work with here. They're going on the near side to Olson. Olson blocked at the net, and number 5, Ellie Edwards, not able to get it off the deflection, as we will see Harmon and Piper Olson coming in. The Bears just needing one to secure set 1 here in this sectional finale. Harmon has her whistle, sends one over. Halverson up to Harmon, now going right at Donica, and Donica able to knock one down, and that'll do it here in set 1 as the Barron Bears victorious, and we will take a quick commercial break.
At Burnett Medical Center, we celebrate all walks of life. From our very first steps to our sprinting strides, from on-the-job site to afterlife retirement. At BMC, we embrace every pair of feet that walks through our doors. Our comprehensive care knows no bounds. It's for the newborns, the professionals, the adventurers, and those who've traveled many miles. We're here to support you. Your journey is unique, and so is our approach to your well-being. Step into BMC, where comprehensive healthcare meets compassion. Burnett Medical Center, providing healthcare for all walks of life.
And we are back, folks, coming out of that first set there where the Bears were victorious, 25-17. But to talk about that first set there, now, we talked about Barron being a solid squad, right? I mean, both teams rightfully so deserving to be here. But the Pirates, folks, and agree with me or disagree with me, but there was some errors that we are not used to seeing. We saw Przinski go to Shanktown 3 times towards the bench, you know, and then giving them on them serves there. We had one going in on the net. We're going along with it. Barron did too, but we just saw some things that the Pirates did in that first set that they had not done in the 3 playoff games they've played to come up to this point here. So hopefully they can clean that up here. But like I said, the Bears, they got one set under their belt, so the momentum and the confidence is on their side right now. As we saw Donica heat up there a little bit, and Halverson, she's going to keep swinging. We saw Bielen make a heck of a good dig there, but like I said, the battle's going to be up at the net, and we got to see how we can dig in the back row. So obviously Nick zooming around with that camera there. Oh, and is that Wendy? I saw Wendy in the parking lot. Waldo and Wendy, yeah. Wow, Halloween has rolled into November 1st, absolutely. Where's Wendy, everybody? There she is. Good job, Nick. You get a prize on Where's Wendy. Nice work. Yeah.
Alex is trying to get him over there.
Yeah, come on, Alex. He does it in football. He had to do it last night. He did a good job. And as the Pirates, he's trying to get them up to clap their hands, that's for sure. As we are in neon night here for the Grantsburg squad, and we are getting ready to start set 2 here right now. Like I said, if you're just joining us, You know, it wasn't nothing too crazy with the first set. We saw some great things, but I think it was just really on both sides. I mentioned the Pirates, but the Bears making some key errors as well. And we will start set 2 here, where it will be Meg Harmon back to serve it here for the Pirates. And Harmon has her whistle. Ball is up and over. Halverson, flat tired it to Harmon. Yeah, Halverson not able to make a good pass up to Harmon there. So Meg Harmon will get another crack at it here. She sends one over. Halverson, good pass up to Harmon that time. Now here comes Donica. Yeah, there it is. We didn't see much of Donica in the first set other than right at the tail end, but good pass, good set, and good power hit there by the senior, Izzy Donica. And it will be Bailey Shatley back to serve it here. Brzezinski, and she puts, good dig out there by Harmon, and now here comes Harmon for the Bears, and blocked at the net, but it lands on the Pirates side. As you saw Harmon go up to fight it there, and she kind of looked at Coach Johnson there saying she's not sure what to do there. Big hitter, you know, as Shatley hits one over again. Now here comes Harmon going right up top side to Olsen. And Olsen, and that's going to be a lift there. Ooh, the Bears not agreeing with that, as Ellie Edwards says, I don't think so. And substitution is in as Shatley goes out, and number 14, Peyton Davis, will come in. And Lily Henderson will be back to serve it here for the Pirates. She sends a good one over there. And here comes Harmon, now going right over to Halverson, and oh my goodness, I am not sure on that, but WIAA called that out, and Henderson will get another one here, as it is 3-2, Pirates with the lead early on in set 2. Halverson, up at the net there, but we put one back and giving the Bears a chance, and Halverson blocked there by Ringo. Now you see Miller going on the top side to number 5, Edwards, and now here it's at the net there, but yeah, that was dirty and sloppy on both sides there, but like I said, that's what's got both these teams here right now, is to not give up. There was nothing clean about that. Pull out the high chair, toddler style. And Miller not able to take one up off the serve there, as the ball is thrown at Henderson there. She gets hit in the back of the head, but she's okay. She's a fighter. And Henderson sends one over here. Halverson now up to Harmon. Harmon, who's she going to go with? Right back to Halverson to give and go. And you could just feel it in your body when Halverson got a piece of that one. She's able to knock it off the Pirate squad there. I mean, Pirates just got to keep going up at the net, trying to do all they can, as Miller will be back to serve it here now for the Bears. She sends one over. Brzezinski. Harmon has to fight it at the net. No. And that is going to hit the goal post. Dinger, dinger. Ringer, ringer. Out, out. And here we go. Miller. Back with, well, that's, the Stoon body over there, the Barron, is relentless. And here comes Brzezinski with a swat. As you see Miller do the matrix move, and that goes out of bounds. And just like that, tied up. Like I said, Bears already having the momentum from taking the first set. We do not need to give them any more here in set 2, as Miller floats one over. Berkman has to get out and get some. And Olsen barely hitting it over, and Ringo. Now here comes right back to Ringo from Miller. Nothing there, just a little tap, tap, tap. Now here comes Halverson. She floats one over. Harmon's right there, and now Olsen giving it up to Brzezinski. Brzezinski swinging and in off the Barron side. And the Pirates will get the ball back here. And it will be Sailor Brzezinski, as Pirates clinging on to a 1-point lead here in set 2. Brzezinski sending one over. And that hit there by Davis. Davis going along with it out of bounds. As Brzezinski will get another one here. She sends a good one over. Miller now up to Harmon. Now here comes Cruzy, and Berkman sprawling for it, but not there. And the Bears will get it back, as we will see Xandra Gillick coming in. Back to serve it here for the Bears. So like I said, back and forth here in set 2. And she has her whistle. Gillick will go through her motion here. And she sends a good one over there. Berkman popping it up. Now Kwolek going top side to Bjelland. Bjelland hits one over. Now Miller going to Harmon. Now going right back to Cruz. Cruz trying to find that opening. Bjelland's right there. Now here comes Kwolek Harmon calling off Berkman. Now here comes Halverson with the tip. Ruby just swatting it back, and that's been the good play of Ruby there. And who's going to get that? Good job there by Bjelland as Harmon calls for it. The Bears are going to get one here. Now here comes Harmon going right to Cruz. Who's going to get it there? Now Harmon, no big hits here, but right now, Ringo and the Bears able to play it. Nice job by them. Now here comes Przinski. Good pass up to Harmon. I'll give it. Not a good set there by Harmon to Ringo. The Bears are going to get one to work with here. Here comes Halverson on the near side. Good dig out there by Berkman, firing it back. Here comes Harmon to Cruz, and Cruz. Good dig out there by Kwolek. Now Harmon going right back to Ringo. Ringo putting one over, but the Bears able to retaliate. Now here comes Halverson. She's trying to find that far corner, and that is out. Not by much. Here's the chinny chin there, Mr. Bob Rombach. But like I said, yeah, we had ourselves a battle royale. Yeah, that's what you drove to Eau Claire for there, right there, folks. If you're sitting at home enjoying that, the comforts at home, that's why you turned on the We Are. Glitching or not, you got to watch that as here comes Kaylee Moore sending one over. Gillette able to get one up to Harmon. Now coming in over to Halverson. And Halverson says, are we going back or not, as she's warming up at the top side. And that was a strong hit. We talked about her in the pregame. She's one of the big hitters here for the Bears. And she will be back to serve. Has a call from Coach Brooke Halverson. She sends one over. Moore going now topside to Olsen. Olsen, the tip meter went off. Now here comes Harmon going right back to Cruzy. Oh, and a good swat right there by the Pirates. That's what keeps them going. Przinski, and we're not able to fall down and get it there. Good job there by Sayla Przinski going for it. And what you saw there, now granted, they didn't able to get that. That's the difference right there, folks, in this Pirate squad this year, as they're going for it. Doesn't matter how they get it. They just want to get it as Halverson. Bjelland, good pass up to Moore. Now Moore going to Ringo on this side. Oh, and they're going to call it, they're going to call it the four-banger, four-hitter, as the Bears now sit. Is it 10-8? No, 9-8. Yeah, they're quick on the draw down there at the scoreboard. And Halverson will keep it going here for the Bears. Halverson sending one over. Bjelland going backwards with it. Good job there by the Pirates as Przinski. Now here comes Harmon coming in over here to Shatley, and Shatley will go out of bounds. But how about...
I'll replay that.
Yeah, let's read the play there. Sayla Przinski. We're not going to replay it. We want you to close your eyes and revision it. As that is Bob Rombach. He's enjoying tonight's matchup here, trying to give you the replay from Sayla Przinski, basically jumping into the bench. And that's all, that point was all because of her as Berkman. Now here comes Harmon giving it right to Cruz. And Cruzy, yes, Addie Cruzy, yep. Hey, guess what? That's a number 9 behind her name. That means she's a freshman. She's got a good career here at Barron. Cruise missile, Bob. Yeah, you see what Bob's doing there. If he's not going to get his replay, he's going to get creative with his words, as we have number 6, Mia Hunt, back to serve it here for the Bears. And she sends one over. Przinski now to Moore. Moore, she's going on the near side to Olsen. Olsen blocked. Moore's right there. Now here comes Olsen with a two-hander over. Now here comes Harmon coming in on the near side to Shatley. And good dig out there. Moore getting up and getting some of the two-hander. But the Bears able to come back with Shatley with a floater. Moore's right there. Yeah, you got to see that. We got to play that out of the net. Moore getting a little strong with it here, and Hunt's going to get another one. Bears sitting on top, as you can see, 11-9. Bears victorious in the first set. Looking to get one on the second set. Berkman now to Moore, going topside to Henderson. Henderson will get the tip. We don't need a tip meter, but we can see that one. And it looks like Nora Mighty Mouse Bjelland will be back to serve it here for the Pirates, as Cruz will come out along with Hunt, and we will get Gillette and Donica in here for the Bears. Bjelland sends one over. Gillette up to Harmon. Now looking for Donica right there. And Donica, just an anchor of a senior in the middle there. Doing a fabulous job here. Like I said, the Bears, Donica, it's all about on rotations, right? We don't see her for quite a while here, but she's in here now making her presence known as Harmon sends one over. And there's Henderson, now Moore. Moore going right back to Henderson on the give and go. Kind of flat tire there by Harmon. Now here comes Halverson mid-range, and that is in. Halverson finding the hardwood on the Pirates' side. And it will be Harmon, Lillian Harmon, waiting for the whistle, has it. And she will send one over. Henderson, oh my goodness. This is not what we have seen. Yeah, this is stuff that we see at the beginning of the season, but we don't need it now. We are going to take a quick commercial break during this timeout.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again.
Lana Siebenthal says, go Pirates. Absolutely, Lana. We, like I said, bring them comments in. We got Motley Crue in the background. I'm telling you what, the music in this gym is electrifying. That's exactly what you want. There was nothing wrong with the 80s, Bob. I'm going to tell you that right now. Absolutely not. Oh, my gosh. Hands down. On all levels. All levels. Doesn't have to necessarily be rock. If you disagree with us, just chime in, but don't disagree if you got a little 80s in you, right? See if you like them a little bit. That's all right. As Harmon has her whistle coming out of the timeout. Harmon over. Henderson now to Moore. Moore going in on the near side to Olsen. Olsen able to get Miller. And they're going to get the point as we got ourselves a little net party on the Barron side. And you hear the squad say you can't do that, as Harmon will come in to serve and Piper Olsen will come in as well. And we will see Megan Harmon back waiting for the whistle. And she gets it. Fires it over Halverson. Now to Harmon. Now coming in over here to number 5, Edwards. Now here comes Harmon. Who's she going to get? Henderson has to give a little punch or uppercutter. And now here come the Bears. Donica right there, yeah. And the Pirates need to find an answer for Donica in the middle. That was not that great of a strong hit from Donica. Not being mean to her, but like I said, the Pirates not able to rebound from that. And we will see Bailey Shatley back to serve it here for the Bears. Shatley sending one over. Berkman, good pass to Harmon. Harmon going right over to Henderson. Henderson on the near side. Miller now up to Harmon. Now going right over to Donica. And Donica able to put another one down. 16-11, the Bears on top here in set 2. And Shatley will be back again. Has a whistle, floats one over. Now here comes Harmon. Harmon going up top to Olsen, and Olsen just able to push one through on the Bears. And the Pirates will get the ball back, where it will be Lily Henderson back to serve it here. She has her whistle. And she sends one over. Miller up to Harmon. Harmon go, oh my God. Oh, and a dig there by Henderson. And Przinski putting one over. And now here comes Harmon. Who is she going to go with? To Halverson, and Halverson hits that one out of bounds. I mean, that was a strong hit there by Donica. As we
sling the dig.
Yeah, it's a great dig. Dig. Good job there by Henderson. We've seen Bielen, Henderson. Great digs there as Henderson sends another one over there. And, oh, geez, my goodness, the Bears kind of getting weird with it there, as who's going to hit it? Olsen does. Now Harmon. Who's she going to serve up? Donica. And Donica goes out of bounds. And the Bears are starting to get a little bit of a nibble on the OB bug here, as the Pirates now sitting at 13-17. That somehow does not.
Wrong.
That is wrong. Yeah, I was about to throw things. 14-16. That looks about right here. As Henderson back to get another one. Sends one over. That's looking long. Miller going backside. Can they get it over here? Miller calls for it. They do. Grantsburg's going to get one to work with here. Here's Harmon. Who's she going to go with? Oh, a little trick. Oh, and that finds the back corner as Piper, Louisville slugger Olsen, able to just find the back corner here. And the Pirates have now slowly worked their way back in, almost tying this. They weren't down by much, but a little sloppy play got them in the hole there, as Henderson sends one over. Miller now up to Harmon. Harmon, who does she want here? Halverson! And Bielen did what she had to do there to try to dig it, but a lot of force there off of Alexis Halverson. Mind you, she's only a junior, Bob, right? You're going to put her and Cruzy together next year on the line. Watch out. And here comes Miller. Sends one over. Brzezinski now to Harmon. Harmon going topside to Ringo, and Ringo will do some of her own. Ringo able to find the box that scores us points, and she fires one back as well. And Brzezinski will be back to serve. Only down by one here in set two. Pirates needing this one to knot it up one apiece. Over it goes. Harmon now floating it over. Halverson, and flat tire Bielen as Halverson went mid-range with it. Bielen, it just went dead off her arms there as Kowalik will come in for Olsen. And it will be number 3, Alexandra Gillette back to serve it here for the Bears. And she's going through a routine. The Pirates are set, and she sends a good one over. Brzezinski now to Kowalik. Kowalik going topside to Bielen. Bielen putting one down. And the Bears got to go hunting for it, and we got to get it over here. Miller does. The Pirates got one to work with here. Harmon, who does she want now? Bielen. Bielen will go. We got ourselves a tip. You always got to check the line judge. Man on a ladder got aggressive there. Bob did not look at the WIA official in the corner as she went tip meter the whole way. So Grantsburg getting one there. Was a little uncharacteristic to go that far, but you never know, right? We just got a little bit on the tip there as Moore trying to get this tied up at 18 as she sends one over. Miller to Harmon. Who's Harmon going to feed here? Top side to Thorson. And my gosh, Bob, I might have just went a little bit in my drawers there because that's a powerhouse hit there. And here we go. We watch the replay there. Yeah, just southpaw all the way. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Nice job. Halverson ringing one up, and we'll be back to serve it here for the Bears. Kind of. Yeah, just staring at Brooke there, and Ringo getting one. Yeah, Halverson. Yeah, mid-range. Was that the Michael Jordan no-look free throw shoot there? I don't know. Halverson might have got caught up there with Coach Brooke Halverson. Either way, the Pirates get it back. Still down by one here as Berkman back to serve it for the Pirates. Sends one over. Halverson going up in the rafters. Gillette able to get it, and the Bears able to get it over. Good play there. Now good pass to Moore. Moore going to Henderson. Henderson getting a piece of it. Halverson's right there. And there's Harmon getting a little southpaw of her own. Now here comes Olsen on the near side. There's a tip. There was a call. Halverson got it. Now coming right in the middle to Cruzy. And that Cruzy just pounded one off of Nora Bielen's face there.
Hey, let them know if they want to talk smack, they should have been here. There's going to be I'm not going to tolerate negativity in the comments.
No smack talking. We're not going through this again. Bob's not afraid to get you off. If you want to talk Okay. No, he's not afraid to boot you off. That's what I should have said there. Yeah, Bob, don't go dark on me now, Rombach. I'm sorry. If you wanted to talk smack, you should have come to Eau Claire. Yeah, well, it's the heat, Bob. It's hot in here. It is hot up here, absolutely. As Nora Bielen getting looked at here on the bench as they send it over, as Anderson is in for her. And that pass goes out there. Yeah, as she took a big hit there to the face, and it will be Hunt back to serve it here. And Burton will go in for Anderson. So, yeah, they're trying to get... Yeah, Nora's just trying to get her wits about her. I didn't see any blood there as Hunt sends one over. And that is out of bounds. So 21-19, and we will see Cruzy coming back in for Hunt. And the Pirates, they're still in this set two here. And I think we got ourselves a little trickery substitution here. Obviously with Bielen being out, right, we got to get things set here. So I think Taylor's going to come back in. Taylor's going to have to serve it. Otherwise, it might have been Carly Burton back to serve, she has not served all season. And this could be something here too, Bob, that could kind of mess up the Pirates a little bit here, as Burton will come out and Anderson will go back to serve. So Taylor has served here this season before. Anderson back. She has her whistle. Anderson sends a good one over. Now here comes Harmon, giving it to Donica, but Howell Henderson is there. And the Pirates are going to get that as Henderson able to withstand up against Donica. And we talked about that. The Pirates do not have anything there for Donica, but Henderson were able to readjust as that we sit 20-21. Now Halverson up to Harmon. Here comes Donica again. That is out. And here we are, knotted up 21 apiece here right now. And things are getting interesting in set 2 as we are getting fired up. And Taylor Anderson is at the helm here right now. Sending serves. That, oh no, that is a lot. That, oh my goodness, yeah. That might have been. It's deceiving with them lines, Bob. 22-21. You can't beat yourself up on that, Anderson. You did a good job there as we will see Harmon back to serve it here for the Bears. Sends it over. Henderson to Moore. Now who are we going to go with here? Olsen has to float one over. Oh, and they're letting it go. I thought it was off the floor there. As Moore now going to give it to Henderson, and she will hit the floor there. I don't know how they got away with that first one, Bob. That was hardwood magic right there on the Golden Bears side.
Great effort.
Absolutely, absolutely. You're going to get your money's worth here in Eau Claire North tonight as Harmon for Grantsburg will send one over. Halverson, met at the net, and then Henderson getting up and getting some as high wall Henderson now starting to come to life, and the Golden Bears will take a timeout as the Pirate fans are up on their feet, and rightfully so, as they sit 23-22, and we're going to keep this going because you might have seen it. We talked about set 1 with them early mistakes, but you're starting to see the Pirates settle in here a little bit. Neil Diamond, are you kidding me, Bob, during this timeout? Oh, my goodness, right there. But the Golden Bears, you can't count them out now. It's only a 1-point match here right now. But the Pirates definitely have the juice flowing. They're able to try to get some answers here for Donica in the middle. Still a little worried about Halverson getting on that far side. We've seen some big smacks from her over there, but it does not matter. The Pirates able to readjust. We saw Bielen go down, kind of disrupt everything a little bit as we got a switch here. And we're going to see, they got to let it ride out, Bob. They can't end it now. Right here, we got to sing it. You at home singing, Sweet Caroline. Ba, ba, ba. Absolutely. We are in Eau Claire North Sectional. Yeah, they let it go. We just wanted that little bit there as Harmon sends one over. Oh, and that is far. Harmon, that is what we do not need to do. We can't just give the Bears points. Just put it in play. And here comes Shatley sending one over. Berkman now up to Harmon. Harmon now going on the near side to Henderson, and Henderson will get it on the floor, and that's 2 times. High-wall Henderson has just done the floater, and Pirates are now looking at set match point here. And it is in the hands of Lee Henderson at the serving station. And Henderson up and over Miller, now up to Harmon. Harmon now coming in on the near side to Halverson, and Halverson putting one down. And we are standing up in the booth here right now as we sit 24-24. Remember, you got to win by 2. So if the Bears get one here, we got to go into a little bit of extra. All right? We knew these 2 teams were going to slug it out, and Coach Almond Johnson calling the timeout, rightfully so, just to get the girls back on track because they're feeling it. And we're going to take a quick break here right now and get our wits back on us.
Whether you're soaking in a warm summer evening, relaxing at home with a family, or putting in a hard day's work, no matter how you internet, Grantsburg Telecom has you covered. Grantsburg Telecom is proud to deliver the area's fastest Wi-Fi ever offered, meaning whether you work from home or manage a local business with cloud-based systems and real-time data, you can relax knowing that our secure, reliable fiber-first network will be there for you. Visit GrantsburgTelecom.net/fiber to learn more today.
Right? If they think of it, here we go, 24-24, right? Miller back to serve it here for the Bears. They got to win by 2. Miller over Przinski, now to Harmon. Harmon going upside to Ruby. Ruby did not get a good set there. Now here comes Miller. Now we're coming into Halverson mid-range. Przinski with the set. Now here comes Harmon to Ringo. Ringo able to knock one off of Harmon! And the Pirates are 1 point away for taking set 2. And who's going to get the ball? Yes, senior Sayla Przinski will be back on the serving station here right now. If Grantsburg gets this point, this baby's knotted one apiece. Halverson up to Miller. Harmon. Oh, blocked right there by Piper Olsen! And now Pirates will take set 2, 26-24. And things just got a little bit interesting here, Bob, as we are now knotted one apiece, and the Pirates are starting to find the answers against these big hitters against the Bears. My goodness, that's exactly what sectional finale is all about. And we need to take a quick break here to get a drink of water.
My career journey started at Northwood Technical College. I'm a business management graduate, and I'm proud of my education here. I transferred to a four-year college where I earned a bachelor's in management, then went on to law school. I'm now an attorney and chief operating officer of a sovereign nation wealth fund. I work remotely across the country providing business resources for 2 tribes. I chose to start my education at Northwood Tech because I could earn credits towards my bachelor's. All associate degrees have a 4-year path. Choose your path and experience success.
At Burnett Medical Center, we understand that urology concerns can feel overwhelming. That's why we offer advanced surgical care with a personal touch, right here in your community. From kidney stones to prostate health, we're here to provide clear answers, expert treatment, and compassionate care every step of the way. Together, we'll help you move forward with comfort and confidence.
All right, here we go, and we are zoomed in on the Andersons, Jim and Des Anderson. Anderson photography, and they are the proud parents of Taylor Anderson, thanks Jeremy, Taylor Anderson stepped up big there as we got Jim and Des. Yeah, they're locked in.
They're so in love. They're just like,
oh yeah, wait, get your little heart thing around them there right now. Yeah, Jim and Des are trying to reevaluate that set too. As Bob and I are still trying to evaluate, we've seen some big hits, big plays on both sides, and that's what it's all about here at sectional finale. As the Bears are already back on the floor. Yeah, the AC is not on here in Eau Claire North. Yeah, and there is plenty of body heat as we have a lot of Barron fans. What do we got here now? Nick's just roaming. He's a roamer. Yeah, he's just roaming right there. Nick's just hunting. He could get it down. Look at that. We got people standing. I mean, we got Jim Sundquist, longtime Grantsburg native right there for sure down in front. And we got Kim Hallberg here off to our left. Oh, she said, yeah, she felt the camera coming. Absolutely. We're down in the corner down there. Yep, Mrs. Jensen down there. Wearing her party overall bibs, and there's Bielen. Absolutely. It doesn't get no better. Hey, this is what's great about this. We have sectional finale going on that you guys see, but we also have Game 7 of the World Series right here next to us. And what do we got here? Oh, 0-0. Dodgers and the Blue Jays, 0-0 in Game 7. Yep. We got sectional finale volleyball. We got World Series matchup here as it is 0-0, and it is 0-0 right now as we start set 3. And what does that mean, Bob? We're going to get an extra one here because it doesn't seem that long ago that Bob was a super fan getting the cheers going. Love seeing the kids carrying on the tradition. Go Pirates. Bob, did you do the worm?
I did not do the worm.
Okay. Well, after tonight's matchup, Bob's doing the worm, folks, as Henderson is blocked there by Donica and Halverson. Yeah, stay tuned. Bob Rombach says if we go to state, he's doing the worm across the gym floor. Just throwing it out there for the fan. Oh, and Shatley able to get one over. $20 if she can do it again. No student has been able to do that, but Shatley doing a good job with that serve, having a little net tickler there. And she sends one over. Berkman now up to Harmon. Harmon going topside to Olsen. Olsen, oh, Shatley able to get a piece fit. We get it over here. Now Harmon, who does she want to feed? Olsen into the net. Yep, they're going to call it on a 4-banger. Yep, Olsen did not. She just hit it in the net, so that'll be the 4 hit. And the Bears right out of the gate, blink of an eye, up 3-0 early on, set 3. And a good serve there by Shatley. Good pop up there by Harmon, and Olsen able to find the hardwood floor. Or the Pirates will get the ball back here. And it will be into the hands of Lee Henderson. Henderson sending one. Miller up to Harmon. Harmon, giving it to Donica. And Donica, like a swan, just come flying top side behind Miller. She's going to put one down, and she comes out as Miller will go back to serve. Miller sending one. Bielen, who's back into the game, and Harmon, that's slop. Nora Bielen back into the game after taking one there. And Przinski will be back to serve here as you see the score 4-2 in set 3. Sending one over. Who's going to get it here? Harmon had to go get it. Halverson mid-range. Przinski with the pop-up. Now Harmon. Who does she want to give here? Olsen. And blocked. Just a power block there by Halverson and Cruzy. My goodness, that's a power block, and we will see Gillette back to serve it here for the Bears. One apiece these two squads have here right now, which we will go for sure into a set 4. Przinski popping it up. Harmon has to pop it up, and Bielen, good diving effort there by Halverson, but that is out off the Bears. And Grantsburg will keep it going here as Moore will come in to get the ball to serve, and along as Presley Olsen as well. And Moore back in her station has a whistle. And she sends one over. Gillette now up to Harmon. Harmon, who's she going to feed? Halverson on the top side. And Halverson is 100% from that spot up there tonight. And we will see Shatley come back in, or Shatley, and then we will see Halverson, like she's done so many times here tonight, pound one down off on the top side, and we'll go back to the serving station. She has a call from Coach Halverson. No look at her this time. Berkman now up to Moore. Now coming in on the near side to Ringo, and Ringo will pound one into the net. And we will see Barron keep it going here. Barron's got a 4-point lead here, 7-3. That's one thing we don't want Grantsburg to do is ride high on. That was a trickery of tricks there as Olsen gets it up off the top side. But here come the Bears. Harmon, who does she want? Halverson mid-range. Blocked there by roadblock. Ringo right at the net. Halverson lined up with a power hit, but Ruby was right there to take it and put it back there on the Bears side, and it will be Berkman to serve. And Berkman sending one over. And Cruzy now to Miller. Now coming in to Shatley. And she's not able to quite. And they're going to call that a 4-hitter. Oh, my goodness. Is there a replay on that one, Bob? Yeah, we touched it, so the Bears should have been able to keep going. Huh? Interesting. Well, crazy things happen at the net, that's for sure, as Berkman sends one over. And Thorson going up into the rafters, and Harmon hunting it down. Who's going to get it here? Yeah, is it going to rain in here? Because those babies were high as Henderson floats one over, but the Bears are right there for it. Miller calls for it. Now here comes Shotley, fires one over. Bielen, now Moore. Moore right there, but Cruzy's right there. Now Olsen. How they didn't call. We got to wait with one there, Bob. That's 110% for sure as Halverson mid-ranges it. Now here comes Moore, going right on the backside of Olsen, and Olsen will go long with it. Yeah, and all that. Yeah, Olsen can't believe it. Olsen, did you just watch what happened there? Olsen spit out her gum, picked it up, said, I don't know what to do with it, and popped it right back in her mouth. That's sectional finale play right there. Here's Henderson, and Henderson goes into the net. Are we going to see the tee from Coach Johnson? Not yet. Yeah. Yep. Barron will have it back as Mia Hunt is back for the Bears, and she sends one over. Przinski popping it up to Moore. Moore now coming near side to Olsen. Olsen firing one down. She's got the power of the dirty gum, Bob. Absolutely. As Olsen puts one down, and it'll put the ball into the hands of Nora Bielen. And Bielen holding up here. We got a shoe tie on the Bears side. Might not be a bad time to just let things kind of calm down a little bit. Things are getting wild and crazy there for sure. Bielen has her whistle. Will send one on net. Tickle graze. And here comes Shatley. Fires one over. Przinski. Oh, can we get it? No! Nope, just not enough to power over the net there that time for the Pirates as the Bears sit on top 10-6. And it will be Harmon for the Bears back to serve. And she rattles one into the net. I think she was going for a net tickle herself.
It's the first one they've hit in the net, isn't it?
It is the first one. Yep, they went long with it. But that's the first one that the Bears have hit into the net. Now here comes Megan Harmon. Harmon up over. Oh, and Halverson right there. Now here goes. Oh, and a good hit there by Edwards. Ellie Edwards, a sophomore, coming in on the near side, putting a little authority on that ball there. And the ball will now go into the hands of Bailey Shatley back to serve. And she does a floater. Brzezinski. Harmon, who does she want to feed here? Good pot, top side, and that is in. Oh, no. They're going to give it to the Bears. They say, they said Olsen on that one? Yeah. Yep.
Just a little bit.
Ticky-tacky, but that's what happens as she sends it over. Now Harmon. Harmon now coming in the middle of the range to Brzezinski. Brzezinski getting Shatley going backwards. And the Pirates will get back, being down by 4, right? They've been in this position before. Nothing to worry about here. They just got to not be doing them sloppy mistakes. You know, like Bob said, don't be giving them easy points. Make them work for it as Lily Henderson is back to serve it here. She sends one over. Miller, who's going to get it here? Harmon has to go get it. The Bears get it over. Now, Bielen to Harmon, who's going to get a little trickery there as Olsen's right there. And here comes Harmon on this side and Halverson, but Brzezinski's right there. Now Harmon going right on to give and go back to Brzezinski. And that stays in. You saw Brzezinski kind of go with a ninja kick move there that time, Bob, as you see it on the replay here. Watch when Brzezinski goes to swing, and she really wanted it. Yeah, you see her just kind of a little bit there, but that's a good block there by the Bears. As Miller sends it. Oh, Brzezinski going to get it. Berkman has to get it, pops it up. Good job. Harmon gets it over. Now the Bears are going to get one to work with here. Uh-oh, Cruzy! Yes, Cruzy will dominate there on that one, and a timeout is called here by Johnson. And my goodness, as the Pirates need to talk it over here, being down, this was probably the biggest deficit they've had in this set here right now, as the Bears are definitely coming to life here in the middle. Obviously, Halverson on the top side. But like I said, if you're just tuning in, this is one apiece. The Bears taking the first one, 25-17, and the Pirates in historic fashion, 26-24. And we got an update on the World Series as Toronto, they just went yard, didn't they? God, you betcha. And there it is, Toronto going deep with her to go up 3-0 in a Game 7. Who are you going for here? I want the Jays.
I like Otani.
Yeah, I know. Wow, he pretty much manhandled in the last round there. But, yeah, the Jays are up top here right now, 3-0. Just going yard off Yohani here. But, yeah, it's exciting on this man's cell phone. I don't know who he is. We just became best friends because he's watching the World Series game. And as the Bears are getting ready to go here, coming out of that timeout, Miller back with the ball. Pirates on the floor here. Pirates are going to have to make up a little ground here. We can't let the Bears roll off too many. It's Brzezinski. Now Harmon. Harmon's going to go right to Olsen. Are they going to call her on that one? No. Well, that would look like a repeat of before, Bob. And now here comes Harmon, giving it to Ringo. Ringo, good dig out there by Harmon. Uh-oh, feed me, feed me. And guess who's getting fed on that one is Ringo. See it on the replay here. Absolutely. Yeah, we talked about the battle at the net. And like I said, it's kind of evenly matched here on both sides. Brzezinski, oh my goodness. Can they get it over here? Cruzy's not able to. As you see number 14, Peyton Davis, kind of going a little long with it there. And Brzezinski will be back to serve it here. Sends it over. Yeah, that was Oh, are they going to, fight me, want it, get it over here. The Pirates do. I don't know how they got out of that. I think arms were locked up as Halverson able to pound one off of Olsen and lands on the Pirates side. Like I said, just a dominating southpaw hitter there as you see it right here on the replay. Olsen, trying to go up and block it there, but it was just too much. As Gillette now will be back to serve it here for the Bears. Sends it over. Przinski. Kowalik has to get set for it. Does. Now Bielen floats one over. Miller's right there. Now here comes Harmon. Harmon, who's she going to feed? Halverson has to readjust. Ringo just taps it over. Yeah, and Barron wants a two-hitter. They're not getting the calls. Halverson, and that is out. As Coach Brooke Halverson says, hey, two hit. What's going on here? No call was made, and Moore will come in to serve it here for the Pirates, and we'll see Presley Olsen as well. And Moore has her whistle. And she sends one over. Miller, good pass up to Harmon. Harmon going to go top side. Yeah, still riding 100% as Halverson on the outside corner. Presley Olsen trying to get a piece of it that time, but it was a no-go as she went OB with her. And Halverson back to serve it over. Przinski pops it up. Moore's got to go get it. Here comes Olsen. She has to go left-handed, and Barron not able to get it as Olsen just using her left hand to hit it over. The set was not quite there for her. And Ringo will come out here as Henderson will come back in. And Berkman will have the ball here. Oh, she just gets barely over, but the Bears, Shatley fired one over. Good job there by Przinski. Now coming up top side, Olsen. Olsen is blocked by, I believe, Bailey Shatley. Yeah, the Bears just have height, don't they, Bob? I mean, Grantsburg does too. I mean, it's a good matchup. We talked about the net fight right here as Hunt sends it over. Przinski. Now to Moore. Moore just trying to get it over. Shatley gets a piece of it. Harmon pops it up. Oh, who's going to get fed there? Olsen able to get to victory on that one.
Great timing by Presley in this latest set.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen in the past, not just with Presley, but a lot of players, they jump too soon, right? But she's able, like Bob said, to time that out. Nora Bielen will be back to serve. The Bears are in a good lead here, 17-13. Halverson up to Harmon. Oh, and right there, Moore pops it up. Oh, my goodness, how is that not a... Bob and I are still trying to figure that one out there, no offense. And here comes Shatley, fires one over. Good dig out there by Berkman. Moore gets set, now wants Przinski. Przinski with a floater. Shatley's right there. Now here comes Harmon. Who's she going to feed? Donica, and Donica on the floater. Nothing cute about that as Donica just knocking it over. As we still sit 3-0 in the World Series matchup, and it will be the setter, Harmon, back to serve it here for the Bears. She sends one over. Henderson now up to Moore. Moore's got to do a little jump set to Olsen. Olsen able to knock it over, and the Bears are able to get some going here mid-range. Oh, and Halverson on a rarity, not able to get a piece of it, and we will be sitting at 14-18. This is about the time we need to have the Pirates rattle off a few. Like I said, when it gets to that 18, Bob, it kind of makes you a little bit nervous, especially with this Bears team. So we'll see if Harmon and yeah, sweet Caroline. Just trying to get our minds off it here, Bob. As Harmon puts one into the net here, and it will be Shatley back to serve it here for the Bears. Shatley over as Berkman, now up to Harmon. Harmon going top side of Przinski. Przinski's, and who's there? Who's there for cleanup? And timeout called there by Grantsburg as we sit 20-14. Like I said, we got to try to be able to get a few back in it here. We can't give them points, right? And that's the whole moral of it all season long, is we just can't give, especially this Bears squad. Where it's height on both sides. But like I said, we saw Ellie Edwards, who hadn't really got up to get some, able to get up and get herself a nice little hit there. So the Bears at about any point could, with Harmon setting well here tonight. I mean, Harmon's got so many options to go to. And then I know Halverson didn't get it on that time, but goes mid-range. And, Ringo able to block that one there. So the Pirates just need to clean it up here a little bit. Don't be giving it to the Bears. Make them work for it. And like I said, Pirates have And there's the bracket right here. As Bob's got it pulled up, we are in the sectional final, and whoever wins this will go to the Resch Center in Green Bay. That's where the big dance will be, and that'll be Friday, November 7th at 8 a.m. 8 a.m.?
Yeah.
Does he not know these girls don't wake up until after 8 a.m. unless it's school time? And I don't even know if they're awake then. Brzezinski now going to Harmon. Now going to Henderson. Henderson floats it over. Now here come the Bears. Harmon's got to push Reynolds out of the way. Oh, and there's an uppercut punch right there. No call. Harmon now going over to Henderson. We just got ourselves a floater root beer style. And now here comes Halverson, and Halverson able to smack one off of Olsen, and we'll see that here on the replay as we weren't getting much activity, and Halver said that's about enough of that as she winds up and gets Olsen to go OB with it, and Shatley will send it over. Brzezinski, oh, Harmon's got to go back out with it. Berkman's got to get it over. She does. Now here comes Miller. Little give and go is Halverson, and she goes out of bounds with it. No tip, no tip. Ringo will now come in for Henderson here, Henderson will get the serve. Berkman will go out. Henderson, like I said, will be back to serve. She has her whistle as the ball is over. Miller popping it up to Harmon. Who's going to get it here? Oh, and it looks like Edwards did. And Ringo, oh, a little trickery! Yeah, that's the old famous, which we haven't seen, a little peekaboo play there with Ringo and Brzezinski as it looked from our angle. Ringo was going to get it, but no, Brzezinski able to come in on the top side, and Henderson going to hit one over here. And here comes Harmon. Harmon, who does she want to feed? Halverson. Halverson able to knock one down in front of Henderson. And the Bears. Pauline says, go Pirates. Absolutely. We need the Pirates in set 3. Knotted up one apiece, but the Bears looking to get redemption after set 2. Sitting up on top 22-16. As here comes Miller back to serve it for the Bears. And she sends one over. Oh, and Berkman thought she was going to go two-hander with her, and here's Ringo sitting it over Miller. Now Miller's going to go mid-range to Halverson. Halverson, oh my goodness, there was nothing cute about that. Not ripping on Halverson, but the Pirates just went locked up on their feet there. Cement shoes as I don't know if they thought front side was going to hit it or not. As Miller just 2 points away from secure in set 3. Now here comes Harmon, now going top side to Olsen. And Olsen is blocked by Cruz. Cruz is cruising, that doesn't matter as the Bears now sit on set point, 24-16. And they send one over. Brzezinski popping it up to Harmon. Harmon now bumping it over to Ringo. Ringo able to, oh, and out of bounds. Unbelievable. As Ringo going OB with it, and the Bears taking it 25-16. And my goodness, there was definitely a lot of Halverson action on that set there. Well, you know, why not fire up a little Swifty here, Bob? What do we got here now? Tiffany Gronsky, yeah, let's go purple. Well, like Bob pulled it up before, next Friday at 8 a.m. in Green Bay is when tournament will play. And we got it. Nick's going to zoom in on the little Swifties over there. Oh, yeah, there they are. The Golden Bear little Swifty fan club. And right now the Bears sitting on top 2-1. Grantsburg going to need this one here if they want to keep this going to set it to set 5. The Bears have a chance to take it right here, right now. And we'll see how Grantsburg comes out of it. Yeah. Well, and that's what Grantsburg got to do, Bob. They got to shake it off. You know, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, what an exciting time. And we didn't even talk about Josh Hartke running today. I think he got 32nd? 30th.
Yeah,
hey, at 151, Josh Hartke, way to run strong in the Rapids. Absolutely getting 30th. Nice job there by him. And then, like I said, then the football magic continues, Bob.
Woo, that was something.
Oh, my goodness. Great play call in there. Great video, and I watched it last night. I turned it on when it was 22-8. And then when that Duran kid caught that one in the back of the end zone, I was like, oh, my goodness. But talk about the special teams play of Kowalik, who Kowalik is here, by the way. I seen him. He was signing a few autographs. Yeah, Justin Kowalik just, you know, there was talk that it was kind of continuous, and I'm telling you what, yeah, that kind of change of events right there. Yeah, we're trying to find Justin Kwolek. I mean, there was a lot of great plays last night from the game, but talk about yeah, right there. Yeah, but we got ourselves, we got Brock, we got Micah, we got Caden. Yeah, who's sitting there? Oh, we got Little Seeger. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're snapping hardcore over there right now, Bob. But they got a tough matchup here next week against Northwestern is playing with a chip on their shoulder. Why? They felt like they should have been ranked number 1. And they felt like they should be playing at home. But it's going to be a tough match here right now. As I'm so glad that you had this live stream. Well, absolutely. Why wouldn't we? Even for us Bears fans. Yeah, absolutely. Barron, this isn't an old Grantsburg show. We're glad you Barron Bears are tuning in. We had a little bit of glitch. Bob working his tail off tonight down here in Eau Claire North. Apparently there's some cutbacks with internet service down here. Absolutely. You wouldn't think so. But, yeah, you Bears fans, we appreciate you tuning in. You got a heck of a good squad here as they sit up 2-1. But Pirates, they need to come out firing on all cylinders here to try to make this a matchup. That was the biggest win tonight, 25-16, 25-17 early on. But, yeah, absolutely. And we'll see if the volleyball team can make some magic here on a Saturday night. Like I said, it's been an exciting one here so far. Hot in this gym, Body Heat USA, as Harmon sends it over. Now Harmon coming over here to Donica, and Donica right out of the gate, knocking one off of Harmon's left hand, which we've seen Megan Harmon do them old poppers. And we got here Monica Kwolek is on your side to your left, so Kwolek is over here. Yeah, well, he's just signing so many autographs if Shatley sends one over. Now here comes Berkman going in right. Oh, and then we got Przinski working the middle. Now rotation set. Now here comes Halverson, and Halverson getting Piper Olsen to go OB again. Not ripping on Piper, but that's about the third time Olsen's going up for a block, but going OB with it.
Offensive skill there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You seen Deb trying to tell Piper to shift your arms a little bit as we see Olsen going over. A little confusion with Harmon and Miller. Here comes Halverson, and yeah, just full extension. I got caught up between Miller and Harmon running into each other. Miller, that's the beauty part about the Bears is Harmon's our main setter, but Miller, she can set a little bit too here tonight. As she pops one up there, and here comes Halverson. We talked about her play too. Here comes Meg Harmon going backside, and this is not how Grantsburg needs to start in set 3. Those of you just tuning in, the Bears are up 2-1. If they take this set, they will punch their ticket to Green Bay. Pirates need to match this one up here to go to set 5. Przinski, Harmon. Yep, season's on the line as Henderson doing a great job with the swan uppercut. Now here comes Halverson floating one over. No one's there. Yep. Deb holding on to the timeout as the Bears take a commanding 5-0 lead here in set 4. And it will be Shatley keeping the serve going. And now going mid-range is Przinski. Przinski getting Miller to bump it up there. And now here goes Harmon, and Donica able to power one through. And there is a timeout. Bob called it right there, getting one more as the Bears are rolling here. And this is Grantsburg's season on the line right now as Nick is moving the camera to look for Mr. Kwolek. Special teams mania right there. There he is, sitting next to Reese Jensen, right behind the ever so bearded Jeremy Bielen. Absolutely, nice job. I mean, that was just and Duran just looked like they kind of ran out of gas a little bit there, didn't they? Was that on?
They had one of their best players injured with a concussion. And once he went out, it got better for the Pirates.
I did see that, and hey, what a shout out to Renee this morning from Bob. Renee working both sides of the field there, keeping these kids safe and doing a check with the mom. I mean, you just don't see that everywhere you go, and that's the beauty part about Grantsburg.
Awesome.
Yeah, Bob says she's awesome. If he didn't say she was awesome, it could be a weird ride home. We don't know. But yeah, Renee, everything she does with the sports. I mean, what a time of year. I mean, if you're a big bow hunter, I mean, what better time to be sitting in a gym on a Saturday night with the deer run? I'm just throwing that out there for the deer hunters, you know.
Don't read it out loud.
Okay, no, yeah, we can't be looking at that weird stuff right now. Here's Olsen sending one over. Now here comes Donica, and Donica able to get one off of Bielen. And 7-0 the Bears right now. Yeah, they're going to have to find something here. You're definitely right, Bob, as here comes Harmon popping it up. Przinski going mid-range, and that's a tip. Well, either way, they called it in, but we seen the tip there. And Grantsburg's going to have to get something rolling now, and the ball will be in the hands of Henderson. Henderson has her whistle, and she sends one over. Miller popping it up to Harmon. Harmon, who's she going with here? Halverson floating one over. Ruby popping one back. Yeah, Brooke Halverson wants something there. Oh, we got a chance here. Henderson's got to get it over. She does. Oh, feeding at the net. Oh, and Donica right there, but oh, who's going to get it? We're confused on who's going to get it, though. Right? We were able to pop it up, but who's going to get it? My goodness here. You've seen Grantsburg fighting for it there, but I don't know if sometimes they get in shock if they actually got it up in the air. I'm not sure. As Miller sends one over. Przinski and Harmon digging one out. Przinski, two hands went over. Well, the Bears are going to get one to work with here, and here comes Cruz. But the Pirates, oh my goodness, yeah. Yep, that was a lift central. That was a high lift bridge move there. Ah, my goodness, yeah. The Bears are rolling here for sure. They're starting to dig into the pot of honey, and the Pirates need to get that is out, yep. Pirates definitely needed that. That wasn't out by much, but that was good on the Pirates' part. And we got to get something going here. Sayla Przinski will be back to serve it. Sends it. Miller up to Harmon. Harmon's going to feed on the outside to Edwards, and that goes out of bounds. Edwards able to get up and get another one here. As Deb keeping Kwolek at bay, keeping Olsen in. And it will be Gillette back to serve it here for the Bears. Bears firing, or Gillette sending one over. Now here comes Olsen setting up Ringel. Ringel blocked at the net there by Cruz. Now, oh my goodness. Yeah, we had demolition derby out there as we saw Harmon and Olsen colliding there, and the Bears are sitting in a good spot here right now in set 4. As Gillette will keep it going here. And oh my goodness, she fires a rocket. I thought that was going to go in the net. Oh, who's going to get it? You see the girls look at each other. They're not sure on who to get it right now, Bob. And Cruz getting one off of Berkman there. Yeah, no timeout is called. Deb going to ride out another one here, but girls definitely of Pirates out of sync. Yeah, the season's on the line here right now. We got 8 seniors on the Pirate squad wanting to keep this going. And there Gillette hits one in the net. Yeah, she fired a rocket over before. And we will see Moore and Presley Olsen come in. Yeah, my goodness. Yeah, the Barron fans saying we can't hear you. Well, we got the ball now. Let's see if Moore can rattle off a few. As Moore puts one in the net. And now is not the time to just give them any sort of more power, as we will see. Yeah, we need a little special teams. Rip it out of the hand, and the ball is in the hand of Halverson as Przinski. Now Moore's going to go top side to Olsen. Olsen able to get off the tip there. Woo. Yeah, and Grantsburg, we got to roll a few as Henderson will be back to, I believe Berkman back to serve. I'm sorry, folks. Eden Berkman will be back to serve it here right now. And Berkman has her whistle, and she will send one over. Oh, and sprawling out is Gillette right there, and that's, Grantsburg's going to need about 8 of them, Bob, here to get into it as, well. All right, we'll go with that. We want the 5 here as the Bears are ready. Berkman sends one over. And Cruzy going kind of out of bounds with her, but we're able to get it. She puts one over. Grantsburg's going to get one to work with here. They got to make it count as Olsen fires it over, and the Bears hit it out of bounds. And this is what Grantsburg's going to need as you see the replay here. Good swing there by Presley Olsen. able to get the Bears to go OB with it. But that's fine if the Bears dig it, as long as it goes out of the box, it scores you points. Berkman over. And Gillette going backwards with it, and we're seeing the Pirates starting to roll the ship again here, Bob. Yes, absolutely. Berkman keeping it at the serving station here right now, just pecking away. The Bears still with a commanding 6-point lead. Berkman over. Oh my goodness, those are the Achilles heel killers right there. Yeah, as we'll see Mia Hunt coming in to serve it here for the Bears. Fires one over. Przynski, not good, not clean. Here's Henderson. She has to, oh my goodness. We're starting to see the out of bounds bugs in the bed here, Bob. That's 2 now. Not good here for the Pirates as Hunt now pops it or gets it over. Moore going top side to Henderson. Henderson trying to find, and the Bears able to keep it going. Halverson trying to find that back corner. We're just going 2-hand shoves. Henderson gets it. And you see how the whole team's on the front row, Bob. You can't do that against the Bears. You can't leave that backside open like that. I know what the Pirates are trying to do, but girls like Halverson and everything else, and a timeout is called by the Pirates. Yeah, we saw a little momentum run here by Grantsburg, but like it was mentioned, some out of bounds here right now.
Following tonight's match, please stay in your seats as we have tonight's awards presentation.
He wants us to stay in our seats. Well, it's kind of tough to do, Bob, if you're not the winner of the match, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'll give you an update on the World Series here. 3-1. Blue Jays still on top, 3-1. Oh, we got ourselves a brawl here on the phone. Not on the court, folks. Nick's got the camera going, but we got a brawl here on the phone. Oh, kind of like everyone's just getting to know each other in the World Series matchup right now. Oh, what do we got there? We got a bear on that phone over there. Whew. It's hot tonight. It's hot tonight. We got all sorts of stuff. George Thorogood? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Bad to the bone. Well, right now the Bears are looking for the pot of honey here, Bob. Right now. To hit the bat. Yeah, here we go. Back to the game. Moore now going in on the near side to Olsen, and Olsen will go out of bounds. Yeah. Yep, out of bounds, out of bounds, out of bounds. 17-7, as you can see at home here, folks. The Bears knocking on the door of Green Bay. Now here come Olsen. The Bears are going to get to work with one here. Here comes Harmon, giving it in the middle of Donica. And Donica, doesn't matter how you get them, she'll use the net there as we sit 18-7. My goodness here. Come on, Pirates, come on. We got to dig deep here. Don't get flat-footed on us. You can come back from this, I believe. Here we go, Pirates. Przynski, Moore. Now Olsen, and oh no. Yeah, it's just, we might have more out of bounds than points right now, Bob, and I'm not trying to rip on the Lady Pirates, but we have, the bugs are definitely biting strong here. The OB bug as Hunt. Oh my goodness, ace, ace, ace. And here, you know, this is the season right here, Bob. This is the season. Right, lose. Yeah, the Bears are rolling here now. And Hunt gets it over Biel, and now Moore going top side to Henderson. Now on Straw, we got ourselves a collision between Gillette and Stratley, and Stratley's hurt. Shatley's hurt. As Shatley and Gillette collided there. And Shatley trying to get herself together. And she's going to stay in the game. She's kind of walking it off here right now. Might have hyperextended a knee a little bit as Bielen sends one over. Halverson now, and Donica. Too much Donica here in the middle tonight.
It really showed why they're state champions.
Absolutely. There's just so many, Bob.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about Harmon, the setter for the Bears. She has so many options. And speaking of Harmon, she is back to serve it here. Sends it over. Przynski firing it back to Przynski. Or to Olsen and Henderson, and that's out of bounds. And folks, this is a big hole here right now for the Pirates as the Golden Bears are starting to think Green Bay here right now. And Harmon going into the net. That's her second one, putting it into the net. And we will see Kowalik and Olsen coming in. And you hear the chant, I believe we will win, as Kowalik will be back to serve it here for the Pirates. Yeah, and she'll put one into the net there. And the Barron Bears and their fans are starting to feel it here right now, as the Barron fans are up on their feet, and rightfully so, as they sit 23-29, as Shatley floats one over, and Przinski and Berkman going for it. Now top side to Olsen. Olsen blocked at the net. Przinski popping it up. Now here comes Henderson throwing it over, and that's out of bounds. And the Bears are 1 point away from loading up and packing their bags and heading to Green Bay for the second year in a row. And it's in the hands of Shatley as she sends one over. Now here comes Harmon. Now top side of Przinski. Oh my goodness! I know the Bears are on top, but check the replay out as Sayla Przinski still dogfighting.
One left.
Yeah, my goodness, geez Louise. There's small kids crying over that one as Henderson sends it over. Miller to Harmon. Harmon feeding Donica, and Donica is blocked at the net by Ringo. So we're still going, Bob.
Yeah, it's got to be absolutely perfect.
Yeah, flawless. Yep. If you brought an 8-ball with us, or if you have an 8-ball at home, shake it now as Henderson sends it over. Miller to Harmon. Harmon going right to Halverson, and Halverson will send the Golden Bears to the state in Green Bay, which is fired up next Friday at 8 a.m. And this is absolutely the toughest part, as you got to give it to the Bears. The Barron Bears will head back to the state. And we've been doing it here all playoff long, as Nick's got it on the Lady Pirates here right now. But, yeah, it's going to be a tough one. You know, hats off to the Bears. You Bears fan that are watching, we appreciate you. But we got to give a shout-out, and we got to give a huge thanks to our seniors of the Pirates. Number 3, Kaylee Moore. Number 4, Sayla Przinski. Number 5, Destiny Patton. Number 7, Megan Harmon. Number 9, Piper Olsen. Number 13, Ruby Ringo. And number 22, Aaliyah Henderson. And number 28, Nora Bielen. Thank you for a great Grantsburg Pirate career in volleyball. I mean, I'll be honest, the girls at the beginning of the season, I wasn't sure, Bob. I was not sure. You know, they took a regional title, and, you know, no team wants to see this unless you're the Bears right now. The Bears are going to get their sectional trophy. And right now they got some packing to do when they get back to Barron. And, yeah, we'll listen in here right now.
At this time, we direct your attention to the court for presentation of the awards. First, we congratulate our runners-up, the Grantsburg Pirates. And the minute call, please report to the center court for your awards. Avery Quolek. Katie Moore. Sayla Przinski. Destiny Patton. Megan Harmon. Piper Olsen. Taylor Anderson. Eden Berkman. Aubrey Berkman. Ruby Ringo. Ada Anderson. Bryn Christopherson. Alina Henderson. Leslie Olsen. Congratulations, Barron Bears, who will play at the WIAA State Tournament on Friday, November 7th at the Resch Center in Green Bay. Best of luck.
Yeah, folks, the Bears getting their trophy here as they celebrate with their student fans. You know, I mentioned it, and I'm going to mention it again. Kaylee Moore, Sayla Przinski, Destiny Patton, Megan Harmon, Piper Olson, Ruby Ringel, Aaliyah Henderson, and Nora Bielen, thank you. As not only as parents, as fans, the young gals coming up in volleyball, you know, thank you for a great volleyball career. But hats off to the Golden Bears. And, you know, Bob, I just want to shake your hand and letting me do this. I appreciate it.
You do a great job.
Well, I appreciate it. You and Nick do a fabulous job. Folks, I said it before, what Bob had to do to get this here for you tonight is just hats off to you. And hats off to you, Nick. I've enjoyed it, you know, in-your-face type of game work we did there back up in the mezz as Nick's zooming out here on the Pirate fans. And, yeah, well, hey, hey. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. It's been fun. Yeah, so, you know, Pirate volleyball season has come to an end. A wild ride, and plenty more matchup coming up for sports, right? We got the football team, so we want to make sure we support the football team here next Friday. And, you know, as it's tough on any sport, Bob, right? We've been through it. We've seen our kids go through it, right? And, but, yeah, hats off to the Golden Bears. They definitely shown what they can do in volleyball. Well, I am Jeremy Burton along with Bob Rombach and Nick Rombach. Those of you tuning in, it's always a pleasure. Those of you that drove to Eau Claire here tonight, thank you. I hope everyone drives home safe. And tune in to Bob here next Friday as the football team's at home against Northwestern. I appreciate the season and look forward to it next year.
That's good.
Yeah,
Thanks, Jeremy.
hats off. See ya.